our house, like all the time, and like we're like, oh, hey everybody, and welcome back to another video. So today's video, we went to a Greg Judy pasture walk and grazing conference learning thing. It was great though. Greg Judy came up to just outside of Valleyview, Alberta, to Hanson Ranch, and we got to go over there. We did a morning session of kind of in-class learning, watched a couple presentations, and then in the afternoon we got to go and do a pasture walk and look at the Hanson's cows, look how they are grazing them, and Mr. Greg Judy gave some tips and tricks, and it was great. So please stay tuned for the fun that is about to be shown.
Deep that is. That's got to be 8 or 9 inches. I mean, it's still, you can see it, it's still holding on. So he's got.
Tended to get more races than we did, and a lot of it comes to research that I've been doing lately. Just
How you would call your. We don't get money in your
anything on the cow herd, and then we'll go back to, like these guys use Charolais, we'll go back to a semitole typically, keep that black color.
I think just the depth, I think that's part of it, just the depth response.
Yeah.
This ground has been tortured to death for 40 years and overgrazed.
So in our pasture walk, we first went to the cows, as you've seen, and we looked at their little setup. They had a couple acres. I can't remember exactly, but when you are rotational grazing your cows, you want to make sure you know the weight of all your animals, because that'll be your hoof impact on your ground, and that is something very important to know. Another thing I learned is when rotational grazing to make sure that you have a water source in every little paddock that you have your cows, because you're wasting steps pretty much. You're wasting time of your cows walking to a far distance to a water source, and more cows are going to come at once, where if you have it closer to them, you'll have, let's say, 3 cows walking to the water source, 3 cows drinking, and 3 cows leaving. So you have a lot less hoof impact in that immediate area where the water is located. Looking at all these little cow patties and looking at the soil, they pulled some little soil samples. You can see all the little happy bugs that are in the cow's poop. And a good way to have those little happy bugs and to have those bugs pull that nutrients back into the soil is lots of people avoid ivermecting their cows. I know we ivermect in the fall to help for winter time, and then none in the spring to help prevent killing those bugs that we would like to pull the nutrients back and down into the soil. With the soil, little soil samples that was pulled, you could see that how much moisture was actually in that soil. Yes, there hasn't been a ton of rain. They've been dealing with really bad fires down in that area, but you could still see how much moisture was in that soil, which was really cool to see. And the reason why the soil is holding so much moisture is a thing called litter, which is just grass, dead grass, older grass on top that's been packed down by the cows, and creates that kind of little bedding like litter to hold that moisture, and it saves that moisture for the new plants that are going to grow nice and tall and be able to feed our animals. In some of the last clips, you would have seen some kind of bale grazed areas and then some really tall grass. So the bale grazed was what the Hansons just did this past winter. Bale grazing pretty much is throwing some bales out in a field, letting your cows graze them. They pack that down, they poop, they pee on it, and it's really good fertilizer for your grass. We've done this a few times over the years, and more recently, I'm more aware of it, and we are able to see just how nutrients enriched this grass is coming up where we did that bale grazing. Super tall grass too in that very last clip. That is where they bale grazed a few years back, and just see how amazing it looks. The cows are gonna love that. Thank you for coming to this short little clip of our Greg Judy grazing. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one. Bye.